Welcome. A while back on my Instagram stories I asked you guys what you wanted to see, and the number one video request was how to paint the Concamo inspired AAP. Now unfortunately I already painted it and I didn't film it, but luckily Pew Pew Customs donated me this body that I could do this paint job and show you guys the colours, the techniques and a few other wee tips and tricks. So first up, what I do is get some spirits and give it a good clean. If it's been lying about, it may have some dirt on it. If it's been gamed, it may have some mud on it. Plus, it'll have lots of oil from your hands and various other things. So the white spirits will give it a really good clean, making it that bit easier for the paint to take to the body. However, there may be places that you don't want paint on the gun, so what you'll need to do is tape it up with some masking tape. And also the grip sides of the rifle, just to give it a two-tone design. I also find by doing this, it looks more professional and gives it a deliberate design. You can set your gun on a cardboard box and spray it each side. It won't take too long to dry, however I'm going to hang mine up. This gives me 360 access to paint, and I also don't have to worry about the wet paint sitting against anything. For the first base coat, I'm going for a really bright vivid green. I managed to pick a paint up from the local auto shop, and I'll insert the colour swatch and the name of the paint here. Now I'm not too fussy about this base coat. I'm going to have lots of layers covering it. However, if you want really good results, keep the paint flowing smoothly and try to follow the contours of the body. The front of my office is all bifolding doors, meaning that I can open them up to get really good ventilation even though I'm inside. I also have a small fan, making sure that this is as healthy as possible. Please always paint in a well ventilated area. It doesn't take long to do a coat. I take a quick look around just to make sure I've hit everywhere, but that's me done for the night, to let it dry and really cure. These paints dry really fast. It may only take 5 minutes if you're doing it outside, but it's late, so I need to get some sleep and continue the project tomorrow. Okay, so we'll interrupt the cinematics there. I put on the base coat last night. I had my fluorescent lights on, which you've seen, and it makes it all very cinematic and it's sexy. However, with all those lights on, it doesn't give you a true reflection of what the colors look like. So it's daytime, it's pretty cloudy. I'll try and get it as accurate as possible as to how I'm seeing it with my eyes. But this is it. It's extremely bright green. It's quite limey, but slightly desaturated. I know in the summertime, whenever I had the paint outside and I was spraying outside, it did dry really quickly. I recommend at least 15 minutes and just do light dustings as you've seen in the video. Build the colour up. Don't hold the paint in the same spot for too long, otherwise you get the paint build up, and once you get the paint build up, it starts to liquefy and run down your gun, and you can see these droplets. I'm not too fussy with the paint because I like all the cracks, the de-stressing and the messiness of it all. I think it really adds to it. So with that all said and the base coat finished, it's time to start adding the textures and all the various other colours. Let's get cracking. Already I'm starting to get a nice breakup of that lime green using just the stencil. Just a couple of tips here. Don't use the same section of the stencil the whole time and spray the paint on at different strengths. This will help prevent it looking very uniform and hopefully give you a better breakup. For this next stage of the layering, I'm using the mask, which is the invert of the stencil, just to give a different breakup. And as you can see, it's really effective. And as you can see, it's almost giving tiger stripes made out of fern. I'm trying really carefully not to spray too much solid colour so we don't lose any of the layers that we've done previously. Also, by doing these short quick blasts, the paint will dry incredibly quickly. So I'm not too worried about flipping it round and starting on the other side. The masks also need a quick wipe just to keep them clean. And to finish with, I'll do a quick spray just to tone down that bright green, leaving a more natural colour. Concamo is short for confusion camo, and the camouflage works so effectively by building up lots of contrast and lots of layers of various colours. And that's what I attempt to do with my DIY breakup sponge. There are two ways of doing this technique, either by spraying the paint onto a hard surface like this plastic lid, or alternatively, spraying directly onto the sponge itself, which is probably a wee bit more efficient with the paint. With our green leafy background and our dark brown complete, it's time to do the highlights. With the highlights and the lowlights complete, it's time to use the other browns just to do all the mid-tones. Whilst the dark and light paint deal with the contrast of luminance, the fleck-turned brown and the greens deal with the colour contrast. And with that, the gun is complete. The only thing to do now is to remove all the masking tape. I find this bit particularly therapeutic. It's so cool peeling it away and revealing what's underneath. I get the spirits back out and give the black bits a quick clean. The only thing I need to do now is add the cheek pad, which I decided not to paint as I thought it'd look better this way. So peeps, that is my Concamo inspired paint job. I hope you really enjoyed it. It's the video that was most requested whenever I put it up on my Instagram stories of what you wanted to watch. So make sure you like, subscribe and hit the notifications bell. I put loads of effort into it and I did what you said. For those of you that don't know, I hit my 2,000 followers on Instagram. Thank you very much if you are following me. If you aren't, make sure you do go and follow me. But I've decided to do lots of giveaways in the next few weeks. Starting off with this VSR stock. All you need to do in the comments is please pick me. It's as simple as that. And in the next YouTube video, I'll announce who the winner is. Guys, I don't know about you, but I am really tired. I put loads of effort into this. I've spent an awful long time on it. Please like and subscribe. Please comment below if you found value in it. If you didn't and you want to see a different paint job, also comment and I'll be more than happy to show you how to do it. Anyway, peace.